Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night. This is Jen Reads the News. Nice to see y'all. The United States will bring home about 12,000 troops from Europe. The decision was announced by Secretary of Defense Mark Esper. The move is widely being criticized as a giveaway to Russia, but we all know Russia already paid for this. They bought it with President Trump. 2-for-1 deal. Heck of a deal. The 1968 Fair Housing Act has been an important tool to help eliminate housing discrimination and segregation. With the Affirmatively Furthering Fair Housing Rule in 2015, the Obama administration extended the rules to towns and cities instead of just federally related organizations. Today, Secretary Ben Carson rescinded those changes, to which Carson said they were ineffective. This means municipalities will be permitted to deny housing permits to low-income housing, among other changes. That's a lot to unpack, but Trump said that this change would help save the suburban lifestyle dream. Honestly, that might be a little dated. Most of the people I know in suburbia just want to get through the pandemic alive with their friends and family. Also, maintaining a white-only population center is racist anyway. Just so you know. President Trump also wondered why his approval ratings for the coronavirus handling were so low when Dr. Fauci's was high. Of course, as we approach 150,000 dead Americans with millions infected, 150,000 dead? No, that's not a typo. The man with the power of the executive branch and the bully pulpit wonders why we don't like him, especially when he regularly contradicts experts and doesn't encourage his followers to do the basic things. I might be able to explain this, but because despite my love of violent action movies, I don't like real violence and death. But I can tell the difference, and Trump doesn't seem to. But dead people don't mean anything to Trump. He is trying to capitalize on the corona relief package by ensuring the FBI is keeping his headquarters where it's at, feeding visitors to the Trump Hotel. Gross. Speaking of not knowing the difference between right and wrong, today Texas Representative Louie Gohmert has tested positive for the coronavirus. As recently as yesterday, July 28th, he was photographed with Attorney General Bill Barr with neither man wearing a mask. This must be on some kind of, scavenger hunt as far as the Republicans are concerned. This has got to be a thing. I mean, there's no other explanation. Gohmert was also in the news last week because he introduced a resolution in the House of Representatives to bar Democrats from the chamber, using historical arguments saying that Democrats previously supported slavery. And very fair. It's amusing in that right but terrible way, right? You understand? But like many people that make historical arguments, he seems to forget that history doesn't stop at the end of World War II. Senator Tom Cotton continues to call him under fire for calling slavery a necessary evil. However, this is an improvement to previous statements from lawmakers from Arkansas, the rest of the Confederacy, and indeed many of the founding fathers who simply called slavery business. In lighter, heavier news, 16 people rescued a 120-pound St. Bernard named Daisy from England's highest peak, Scafell Pike, on Friday. She better have amazing brandy in that barrel, that's for sure. This just goes to show that I'm really wise to only have animals that are small enough to fit in a handbag. She's still a good puppers, though. I hope she got plenty of treats. That's been Jen Reads the News for July 29th, 2020. We'll see how this goes. I have some work to do. I hope I didn't, not cutting myself off when I start putting the lower third thing in. We'll see.